So one day, I was just casually checking through itch.io. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's a game jam. Well, I really want to join it, but I still got exams to study, so I don't think I'll be able to join the jam. Yeet! So first, if you don't know what game jam is, it's basically about making games. It's a lot of people making games because it's called game jam. But there's more than that. You also get a time limit and a theme to work on, which makes it even better. And the jam I joined this time is Bullet Hell Jam. It's obviously about bullet hell. Speaking of bullet hell, I personally recommend something like Toho and cave games, such as Dodonpachi and Mushihime-sama. But you can also make games like Soul Knight. As long as there's tons of bullets in the game, it works. So yeah, let's go make some games. I first tried to figure out if I should use a 3D or 2D perspective, since I've never actually made a bullet hell game beforehand. And I got a little distracted. Yeah, procrastinating, huh? So anyways, I ended up sticking with 2D and start making player movement. Also, I'm not really good at making characters and drawing. So speaking of character, hexagon. Yeah. And I also made a spawner, which spawns bullets that players have to dodge. It's pretty fun to mess around the settings of the spawner since it gives us a somewhat interesting result. Well, if we ignore the fact that I spent almost 2 hours making it spin and tweaking more other stuffs about a spawner. But yeah, I'm glad that it works well. I start today by something simple. I add a background to the game, which is just some green lines on a black screen. But it works, so I guess that's good. But it's time for me to go to school since I'm still a high school student. Yeah. I guess I'll work more after I come home. After coming back from school, I decided to give my game a menu. But since I still have no idea how the gameplay will be, I leave a space for title and decided to name it after. After that, I give player the ability to perform some pew-pew, which is really cool. That's actually not what I mean. Let's try it again. Yeah, this time it's much better, and it really works well. So now we really have tons of bullets on the screen. Awesome. I switched the enemy's bullets with the player's bullet, because I think enemy's bullets should be more noticeable. Like there's a little red ring on the edge of the bullet. I guess it looks better. Also, it's already been 1 AM after I finished all those work, thus I decided to get some sleep, so I can keep working tomorrow. I decided to add health to the enemies. Well, not actually decided because I have to do this. And I also let our bullet damage them. It works like just what I want. Surprisingly, it didn't take me much time to implement this. Then I add some sound effect into the game, because currently there's totally no sound. I add the shooting sound effect as well as the explosion sound effect, so players had more feedback. By the way, I generate those sound effects still with SFXR, since it's really fast and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in Game Jam making sound effects. But anyways, that'll be it for today. So the first thing I do today is to add the scene transition. I make the background scroll quicker when I click the play button, and then slow down after finish loading. After that, I sleep. Yeah, that's the only thing I've done today. I'm just too tired to keep working, especially when I still have to work things about high school, like homework and presentation, that sort of stuff. So I guess it's good for me to get some sleep after all. I start today's work by making a setting screen. Not much to say. Basically the same setting screen from my last game Revive. Then I add a sound for clicking button, which is also from my last game Revive. After that, I decided to change the player's look. So I tried to mix something in the Photoshop. And we got this. It's inspired from a game called Wing. I also add a hitbox marker because lots of shmups have that. Now it's easier to see where your hitbox is and avoid those enemies' bullets. The game is coming together. I just need to make a tutorial and some levels for the game. But I'm pretty tired now, so that'll be the work for tomorrow me. So just as planned, I make a tutorial for my game. It basically tells you all the controls, including moving and shooting, so that players won't be confused by what to do. I don't want to just write controls on itch.io because I feel that will be kinda too simple and there will be no actual things in the game to tell you the controls. But anyways, besides tutorial, I also made a startup effect, which is just fading in. Simple. I also put the fade effect between scenes, so when you go into another scene, like the settings, or just click the back button back to the main menu, it won't just straight jump to that scene. There will be some kind of transition. And yeah, that's all I've got today. It's almost 3 AM now, so I'ma go sleeping because I still got classes tomorrow. Hey, I'm finally back after some rest and ready to keep working on my game. So I start working on the pause menu because not being able to pause is kinda bad. It's not really essential in a game jam game, but I just feel like adding it will be better. Then I try to add some post-processing to the game. If you don't know what post-processing is, it's basically some cool effect that makes your game look better. At least in theory it works like that. I try to add some into my game, but I just can't get it right. It always looks weird with post-processing on, so I end up not using post-processing at all. Just keep it simple, like all the other parts of this game. It kinda fits the whole theme of the game though. Oh wait, theme? But there's more than that. You also get a time limit and a theme to work on, which makes it even better. Oh no. Still, there's 48 hours left, but I can't really work on this tomorrow. That means I have to finish my game today. So I quickly started working on completing the game loop, because currently we don't have anything to play besides tutorial. And making levels definitely took way longer than I expected. Yeah, just roll the clip. Also, while making levels, I figured out that make players shoot 3-way would be a good idea. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit too hard. Well, probably not a little bit. But after tweaking, the game becomes easier. But still not too easy, so it didn't lose all the funs and challenges. So, yeah, remember the theme? The theme of this game jam is confined, which I've come up with some different ideas. The first one is to confine with control, the second one is to confine in space, and the third one is to confine in time. Let's just say I end up with the third idea. Not only because I have to finish this quicker and this will be the easiest to implement among all three, but also confine control in shmup might not be a good idea, and confine in space sounds kinda normal. So anyways, I named my game 3 minutes. The basic idea is you have 3 minutes to destroy all the enemies and complete the game. When the time's up, you died. Pretty simple. Then I add a score counting system along with high score, which can be seen on the menu. And I made a death effect. And when I mean death effect, I mean shrink. Yeah. I turned down the transparency of player bullets because it's a bit too messy on the screen. Also, just to mention, someone actually suggested me to change the color of player bullets, which is something I've never thought of while I'm making this game. And I guess that's why you need other people's feedback. More people really did help thinking more and better ideas. After that, I made a result screen in case someone actually passed the game. I mean, it's really hard. Like, really. Also, it's a short game, so one hit kills you. Good luck on beating it if anyone wants to. Okay, so after making all of this, I still got some time to spare, so I decided to make a BGM for the game. After working a while in FL Studio, the BGM is done. Not sure if it fits the game, but hey, it's better than nothing. And now it's time to build the game and submit it. I built for Windows, Mac, and Linux, though I didn't test the Mac and Linux version, so if anyone found any problem opening the game, please comment below the game's itch.io page. I'll appreciate it. And just like that, I've submitted my game into the bullet hell gym. It's really fun to participate in a game jam, and I learned a lot about time management and making a project within time limit. Also, not getting a lot of sleep because that's what game jam is. My results are like this among all 300 entries. I'll say not so bad for a first timer. And I'm really happy that I didn't give up and finished the game on time. So if you want to play the game, link is in the description. So I guess it's time to end this video. As always, like, dislike, subscribe, comment, just do whatever you want. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.